I feel like you're about to make a decision, and the decision that you're leaning towards making doesn't really feel aligned with you, but it definitely is a decision that's easier to make in terms of the ruckus that could ensue if you really were to choose what you truly wanted to choose. And with that, I say, let's tune in. So, what's going on with this choice and decision? What do we really need to do? Dreams reverse, innocence, and leadership. This has something to do with a passion. This has something to do with a vision that you've had since you were little, that you've just kind of allowed just to be there. And then recently it has presented itself as like, hey, this could be your real life. But it almost feels like you're being pulled between this aligned ideal life, this vision that you have for yourself, and then this one that is just fitting the mold of what everybody else wants for you. And you're being pulled. Like, it's just like somebody's got your arm and somebody's got your arm over here. And it's just like, I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'd rather just make everybody else happy. It's easier. I've been living my life like that up until this point. But that's not truly what is the best thing here. I think that the reason you're being presented with this challenging decision is because you're meant to be choosing what truly is aligned for you. And there's a lesson in you disturbing the peace. See, you've never wanted to disturb the peace. You don't want to be somebody that causes chaos, that causes disruption. You just want to keep everything nice, keep everything beautiful, keep everything good. And you're willing to keep your mouth shut if that means that things will be peaceful. You deserve so much more than that, my friend. So much more than that. You deserve to live your life, to make decisions for yourself, not allow somebody to make those decisions for you. Because quite frankly, that's a very selfish thing of that person or these people to do, to make you feel so pulled, to make you feel like you have to choose them or your truth. That's not fair, and that's not love, that's not kindness, okay? You deserve better. Creative ingenuity, there's something that you got. There's something that you are sitting on, a talent that you have, again, a vision that you have that is so freaking beautiful and magical, and only you have it within you to do it in this exact beautiful way, but you aren't, and you're considering not doing it. Deceit, anticipation, healing. There is so much like dissonance happening and mental gymnastics happening. Like, you're gaslighting yourself into thinking that this is actually really something that you would want. And I think that there's a beautiful thing about this, because it's like you find the best in things. You find in the worst situations, you find the best about that situation, and you make that situation good, because that's just what the reality was, right? Whereas now Spirit's like, but you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to go for less and make something beautiful out of it, because what if you could go for the more? What if you could raise your standards a little bit for yourself? What if you could see yourself as worthy for achieving or having more, doing more? There's almost like it's almost kind of like self-punishment in a way. Like, there's something about you that feels like you don't deserve goodness or good things. So there's almost like this underlying aspect, like a subconscious self-sabotage or self-punishment kind of a thing here. Of like, I feel like I'm a bad person, so in order for me to like feel like I am punishing myself, I'm just gonna accept less than I deserve. Is that, and that might not be, you might hear that and be like, I don't want to believe that about myself. We don't have to, we can change it. I just hear Spirit say, wake up. Pull yourself together. This is not it. This is not it. This is like, I'm seeing a huge hazard sign. Like, you're about to go like cross into this threshold of this decision or like this new life, or settle. You're about to settle for something, and Spirit's like, stop it. Turn around. Turn around. This is not it. I'm also seeing somebody like you tried to leave your house and your keys like got caught on the doorknob, and like little things happening like that of spirit being trying to get your attention. Somebody's light bulb, you just changed it, but it's like like flashing and strobing at you. I even feel like stuff gets thrown at you randomly. Like if you're like, where did that come from? Where did that literally come from? What the heck? I feel like it's spirits like, hey, don't, we're trying to get your attention. Come on. Like that's what I'm feeling. Guardianship. Yes. Safety. They're like, we are protecting you. Go a different way. This is not it. This is not it. And you know that. And I feel like there's a part of you that has so much anxiety too. But it's like you think the way to stop the anxiety is just to settle or just to go for this thing, because it'll make people around you. There's something about, and I don't know if it's people, maybe it's you. Maybe it's the chatter of your mind. Maybe the only way to get yourself to like feel like safe or okay is to just to do the thing that does feel safest, but you know it's not for you. And maybe it's like to get that the chatter and the fear to stop. It's just like, we'll just settle for this. But I feel like it's mainly like there's other people in your ear. But it could be that it's you, your inner critic in your ear. But for a lot of you, I feel like it's people, it's family. It might even be a partner. It might be a sister, even a friend, or just people who are, and this is where it gets a little tricky, is maybe, you know, you've committed to something and there's now people relying on you. And it's like, what have I gotten myself into? You know what I mean? And at that point, I have to be honest with you and say, you've got to be honest and get real with you and also the people around you and say, look, I know I've committed myself to this and I want to make it right, but this is not something that I can continue to do. So, and accept the fact that yes, people might be upset. Yes, people might feel annoyed or hurt, right? And we can do what we can to be considerate, okay? To be considerate, to face the consequences, right? But also at the end of the day, this is so important that you do what you do for, like, you have to make decisions and move in a direction that is supportive to your growth too, not just for everyone else. And again, it's not about being inconsiderate. It's not about being selfish to the point of like you don't care about anybody else but yourself and you're only living for yourself. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying you are facing right now a decision that's going to be changing a lot, like changing your life a lot. So maybe some of you are about to get married and it's like, hey, this is not objection, right? Like we have to turn around. And you have time now. You have the time to switch it. You have the time to switch directions, to switch course. You are not stuck. I know it may seem like you're stuck, but there's always a solution. There's always a solution to where things will work out in the best interest for you and everyone else involved. It's not all or nothing. It's not black and white. I promise. Abundance. Archangel Michael. Yup. Protected. New beginnings here. New beginnings. What's funny is it's reversed. Now, I'm not really one to read Oracle card reversed. Sometimes I will though. And when I see like that new beginning reverse, it's like, hey, like we can either begin again in this new blossoming, expansive path that this aligned decision can bring, or we cannot have a new beginning and just stay in this space that we know we feel stuck in, that we're really not stuck in, but it just feels that way. This is really powerful. Very powerful. Happily ever after. This is, you know what too? Here's the thing. I'm willing to bet that like this whole story in your head, or like the outcome, if you were to do the thing that does feel more aligned with you versus what this other person thinks is best for you, or what this person is banking on or hoping that you choose, I'm willing to bet that it's not going to be as brutal in terms of like them being upset or whatever they might be, but I just feel like it's not going to be something that is as explosive as you're expecting. Does that make sense? Will there be like pushback? Will there be like some tension? Yes. Is it going to be to the extent that you are expecting it to be? No. No. Is it going to be catastrophizing for somebody? No. You put a lot of pressure on yourself. You put so much pressure on yourself to make sure everybody else around you is okay, which is so beautiful. Love that. And also, what the flip? What about you? What about you? What about you? Like honestly, if you were to take yourself out of your situation right now, and let's say your friend is in your situation, it's not you. What would you tell them? What would be the advice you give them? What would you hope they would do for them? You'd probably hope that they do the thing that makes them feel the most aligned. You'd probably advise them that, look, nobody else can make decisions for you, only you can. And don't allow anybody to control you. That's probably what you would say. So say that to yourself too. Raising your standards. Feeling safe. They want you to feel safe in holding a boundary too. Like, it is safe to be assertive. It is safe to be and standing in your power and holding a boundary with other people. Because again, there's a lot of frustration. I feel it within you. And I think that when you were younger, you had to grow up early. You had to be like a parent to your parent. It's very likely that, you were scapegoated a lot. It's very likely that you were not given the nurture, the love, the compassion, the time that you deserved. Whereas now I feel like you have positioned yourself as like, I want to make sure that everybody feels seen, that everybody feels supported, that everybody feels nurtured. I do not want anybody to ever feel abandoned or hurt or betrayed ever again. And I don't want to ever cause that kind of pain for somebody. And I hear you and I see you. And you've done such a beautiful job at being such a good friend and such a good lover and such a good daughter, son, family member, like all of the things. I want you to show up for yourself too now. I want to see you protect yourself and nurture yourself. And that looks like going against the grain. Compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. Gentleness. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness. Speak words of love. How interesting that these two came out right, one after the other. Ooh. This one. Beloved, prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship or your life. Believe you are lovable. This kind of makes me think like somebody who is deciding that maybe this is not the time to get married. Like maybe this is not the right person and I thought it was and I've built this whole life and this is so, how am I going to end this when we're right here? But it's like, hey, this isn't your person. There's somebody better. Like that's kind of something that I get from that too. Receive, be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. Dance, move your body to music. Dance with the rhythm of life. Manifest your dreams through dance. Joy, like the word joy is coming in. And these two. Strength. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. Oh, friendship. Seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. There are people out there that you will align with that are truly going to lift you up, that are truly going to push you into your greatness. And you will find them. And you will align with them. Again, you are not stuck. You are not. I think the connection, I feel it, it's done. So we're gonna, let's just take a deep breath and just really like ground and integrate all of that. Just take a moment. Okay, yeah. I hope that this supported you. I hope that this resonated, that this made you feel whole and complete, clarified, all of the things. And I just want you to know that you are deserving of magic, and you get to decide what direction you take. You get to, right? But may you decide the direction that you take to be the one that is incredibly aligned with your truth, incredibly authentic, even if it feels scary at first. And if you are feeling called to subscribe to me, that would be wonderful. My intention is to grow this channel and to create just a safe container and a safe community in my own little corner of the internet. So it would be awesome if you decided to stay a while, liking this video, commenting, sharing. It truly helps me out, and it's awesome. So I appreciate all of you who support my channel. If you would like to work with me, I have plenty of offerings listed in the description below, so definitely check that out. I would love to work with you. I would love to get connected. If you would like to be notified of when I open readings, when I've posted, definitely sign up for my email list. There's also a link for that below in the description. You can get a free energy protection meditation from me that I've created, and that will also allow you to become a part of my email list, but you could always unsubscribe if you would like to and keep that free meditation. With that being said, I'm gonna love and leave y'all. Please be kind to you, be kind to others. Know that you're worthy of all the magical things, and I will see you when I see you. Love you, friends.